When I say that Jenny had a hard day at the housewarming party, Jenny had a hard day at the housewarming party. Was the mom, sister, the aunt rude as I don't know what? Or did Jenny deserve it? And was she telling the truth? Downtown to the 90-Day Fiancé the other way. A sweet old auntie. Thank you, subscribers, and my nieces and nephews, and all of y'all who have been here through the long haul. Shall we get into it? Oh, yes, we shall. It's time for auntie advice. It's time for auntie advice. It's time for auntie advice. Y'all, 90-Day Fiancé the other way, season 7, episode whatever, was y'all, it was a mess. When I tell you that the aunt dragged the door, I shouldn't even be laughing, but the aunt dragged the dog out of Jenny. And Jenny was so confused. Like the woman pulled up the bang bang on Jenny, and like I almost felt sorry for Jenny, but hey, she been saying what the mama was saying. So, honey, they had at the house what they call a pooch. And it is a blessing for a new house because they didn't all got together and got them a little house and everything. Jenny and Sumit opened up the episode saying that the cafe was going all good and all that kind of stuff, right? Hold on. Let me put the comments up in the thing, right? Y'all make sure y'all comments ain't disrespectful or I'm going to have to turn it off, okay? So, child, so Jenny and Sumit are hosting the party. Jenny comes out with her little outfit on and everything, and Sumit's mother tells her, "Girl, you look a real Indian, like a real Indian woman and everything, right?" Jenny is size. But Jenny messed up the daggone vibe by not following the rules to the puja. I think that's what it was called. She messed it up. She brought the wrong temperature in. She didn't do what she was supposed to do, how she was supposed to do it. So Jenny had this plant on her head, right? This little thing on top of her head. So Miss said the family is very religious and they believe that prayer is required because we are all moving in with good intention. So that's why they chose to do a housewarming ceremony, right? So they had these coconuts that they had to break downtown on the floor, right? But before then, Jenny had to come through the door with the little plant up on her head. It had all kinds of stuff in it, right? And so Jenny had to come in there with the joint up on her head, but she had to stick her foot, the right foot through the left foot, right foot, the left foot, stick it through the door, right foot. She coming in there, the thing's supposed to be on top of her head. She's so awkward. Y'all, I'm going to say this, and I don't mean no harm by it, but I really think something wrong with Jenny. And I've been thinking it for a long time. I don't know if I ever spoke it out my mouth before, but I'm speaking it out my mouth today. Who can't hold something on their head and just stick their foot across and go through a threshold? I don't understand it. Y'all let me know if y'all thought that was something that y'all couldn't do, but honey, so she had to join up on her head and everything. The stuff that was inside the container came tipping down and everything. The mother is beside her trying to show Jenny how to put your foot out there. Jenny don't got her foot out there right. I said, Lord Jesus, it's a fire. So they got to say, okay, Jenny, just carry it. Take it off your head. Cause she done put the mojo on the situation, in my opinion. All that taboo, all that stuff Jenny couldn't do, brought in evil spirits, okay? I don't understand why Jenny does not know the culture. I don't understand why Jenny hasn't made one attempt to know the language. It would seem like I would want my own independence, be able to go down to the store, give me a couple of papayas and some mango and do it myself. I would want to know the language. I would think that I would not be so lazy that I would not, right? So they telling, Sumit is telling us what it is, making sure that the home is blessed. It's like a little housewarming party. Um, they said the hanging fruit, they needed to get the water, and they considered that pure. So they started cracking the coconuts on the floor. So Jenny was like, I hope that the coconuts don't break the floor. So he was like, it's not. So, they said that that's a blessing and all of that kind of stuff, right? They blessed the house. Um, so they said she's supposed to be carrying in everything in the house with her. And she had to balance it. And Jenny was like, don't nobody, I mean, it's hard. You ever had to balance something on you, but you had your hands on it. It wasn't like, she had to walk around, with it. Hold on, let me see. It wasn't like, let's try and find something there. It wasn't like she had to balance it up there like that, right? And take her hands off of it. You had both your hands on it. But this shows Jenny age. I swear to God it do. So Jenny can't do it and all of that kind of stuff. She said that she finds the ceremonies to be beautiful and the prayers that they pray. Why you don't know no prayers, Jenny? That's why the aunt came up in with that evil spirit. She said she was fascinated by how they remember the prayers. Do y'all got prayers that y'all remember? I know I do. Psalms 23, the Lord's Prayer. Like we got prayers that we memorize over here. That's what I'm saying. Something's wrong with Jenny. She seems very unlearned and naive and just not motivated to change her life or to do anything to improve her life. She just, I don't know. So they said, it was a surprise that Jenny and Sumit said it was a surprise that they was going to be leading the ceremony. He said that so he believed that, this is a sign that everybody is with them now, right? Because, their relationship been tumultuous for a whole long time. Wait a minute, y'all. What's going on? Hold on. Y'all see, I've been trying to put my hair up, honey, because it's just too long. Like, and I love the, like, how the little things peek out on it and stuff like that, but it's just hard for it to stay. I guess I need to put some bobby pins or something like that in there, keep it up there for me, okay? Because I love just that little wild look to it. Anyway, I digress. So he said, he felt like, this was a sign. So he said that, everybody had a resistance about the relationship and stuff like that. And he said his extended family members came for the puja, and it's a really good sign that they are starting to accept our relationship. He said, I think that they need to get to know me and be happy for us and get over it. So the women had to sit down on the floor and make these little small flowers and stuff like that on the floor. And why was it? I know I wrote it down. It's used to welcome the guests and to keep negative energy out of the house. So Jenny only made one flower. That's why all that negative energy was in there. Make another flower, Jenny. Make another flower. But no, she wants to put Jenny and Sumit on the floor. So you're not blessing the house. You ain't keeping off, warring off evil spirits. Jenny, you're not paying attention. You ain't following directions. What the is going on, right? She ain't doing none of the stuff. She got the sister-in-law and, everybody else down there. So, the mother came over there. And she was like, "How I look?" And she was like, "Let's see who do it better, right?" So, they talking and everything. And honey, the mother's sister is over there fit to be tied. She said, "I ain't playing the book. I ain't gonna play the game with these. I ain't doing none of that. I ain't doing none of that. I ain't faking like everything fine. I ain't faking like everything fine up in this camp. I ain't got it to do. Your flowers is, and so are you. Okay. The and where really has the midlife been since he been with Jenny? Y'all, let's be for real. He hasn't improved in his life. He living back with his parents. He messed up his friend's restaurant according to the friend. Like, where has Sumit grown? He hasn't. They telling Jenny to make flowers on the floor. And she doing stuff that teenagers do in little notebooks. He loves me now, Auntie and Sumit, Jenny and Sumit, I love you, hearts. Like nobody, they said to put the flowers on the floor. Put the flowers on the floor. So she said, so she was like, where the flower? She was like, I made one, this right here. So, the family is, the mother and them is, trying to pump her up and everything. So the lady was like, it's ugly, you do a good job. So Jenny was like, you saying that didn't make a good job. Like, why are you having a problem with everything? And she was like, she don't like my artwork, so I'm just going, okay, should I complete this? So the artist saying that the flower ugly is jacked up. You ain't doing what you're supposed to do. You can't even make a flower. What the you putting words down there? So Jenny was like, I mean, why is this bothering you? Why is this bothering you? As much as it's bothering you. The aunt was just about ready to throw hands. Yeah, she was. She was ready to throw hands. So the aunt was like, look, she a hoe. She old enough. She older than me. And I ain't going to sit up here. Don't nobody like the family anymore because of Jenny. Jenny done came up in here and messed up the family hustle. And now here the whole family got to live together because of Jenny. And I don't like her. I'm not going to pretend like I like her. And I'm going to make her life miserable while she up in here. So, the aunt get all up in Jenny's face. Jenny don't understand what's going on. Sumit mother gets down, right, to start doing flowers herself to help out and everything, right? Trying to be supportive to Jenny, and the aunt yanked her up. So Jenny was like, wait a minute, hold up, what's going on, right? So Sumit can hear what's going on. He understands the language. Jenny don't, which is a shame. She should at least know when somebody calling her a hoe. She should at least know when somebody calling her a She should. It's certain words she should know. So the aunt snatched the mother up and was like, "You ain't participating in this. I don't want you behind Jenny. Don't you help Jenny? Wish don't support her." So, Sumit is like, okay, come on, calm down. This is a joyous occasion. Woo, woo. Everybody's sitting around looking and everything, right? So Sumit sits down on the floor with Jenny. Jenny knows by the tension in the room that this stuff that's going down, but she don't know what's being said. The aunt dragging her. The aunt went outside, did her own interview, and was like, I can't stand her. And I ain't support nothing that she do, and I don't want my sister to support her. She came back up in that house and basically told them to their face, "You's a old, you old. You shouldn't be with this man. You messed up the family bloodline. Ain't nobody got it to do with you. Can't nobody, you not worth." And so the father and the mother start getting in it. And they was like, look, the father was like, she was talking to the mother, right? Because the mother had gotten upset about it. Because, at the end of the day, that's her sister. And she was like, Sumit wasn't happy with anybody else. I wanted Sumit to be happy. Jenny, Jenny's a good girl. She's come around, whoop, whoop, whoop. And the aunt was like, I don't care nothing about that. So the father was like, I tried to hook him up with someone else, and he was not happy. And I want the mother was like, I want my son to be happy. Is there something wrong with that? And the aunt was like, hell yeah, there's something wrong with it. Yeah, there's something wrong with it. They was not playing. The aunt was not playing. She said, I'm gonna roll up out of here because I ain't coming here to pretend like I like Jenny. And I ain't got it to do with y'all at all. This, what I'm saying, needed to be said a long time ago. But let's just keep it a buck 100. When the mother was sitting up there talking about supporting Jenny and all that kind of stuff, the mother don't bunk with Jenny either. Every time she gets a chance, she say something shady to Jenny. Every time. They made Jenny do this ceremony, in my opinion, to clown her. Sumit and Jenny started the episode off by saying that the restaurant was going good and doing what it do with the woo woo boo. He's a failure as a son. They done took the father done retired and took his little retirement and put it and invested in this restaurant. And all Jenny and Sumit can say is that it's going okay. Do they still got the money? He's saying that he loved Jenny and that's who he wanted to be with, whether or not she was 60 or 70. And the aunt said it's absolutely unacceptable. And the thing about it is a lot of people in those, in those other countries and stuff, and even here in America, they want their sons to produce a seed. And here he is with, and I'm an older woman, but here he is never ever going to be able to have a child. Now, maybe Sumit never wanted one. Maybe he never wanted one, but I doubt it. The aunt was like, I can't stand her. Don't nobody mess with the family. Now, the mother has said that in the beginning, she was against it. But once they got married, she said her husband told her, take your hand off of it. They married now. And y'all remember they snuck off and did that. Everything that he's done with Jenny has not been above board. Everything been a sneak type thing with Jenny. Everything. The thing about it is, I wonder if that was somebody in my family, would I be getting off like that? Had the aunt had anything to drink? Was she a drunkard woman speaking a sober mind? Like what did the aunt have? Did they check her cop? Somebody check her cop. Absolutely, Miss Callie. From the beginning, Jenny was sneaking and dishonest. Absolutely, because she was there on some type of little program, staying with the mother, and her and the mother was friends, and Jenny was sneaking upstairs to her son's bedroom. But Jenny has been over there, y'all, all her life. And she don't know a lick about the culture or the people. And frankly, she don't give it. But the aunt set her straight. Was the aunt right, y'all? Was the aunt right? Hold on, let me give y'all a poll so you ain't got to put it in the comment section and be out there on Front Street. Hold on, I'm gonna put a poll. Okay, we're gonna do it real quick. So in the comment section, was the aunt right to read Jenny for y'all should have seen on my end, y'all should have seen how quick them daggone yeses went. Y'all, you did yes and said absolutely. We couldn't wait for you to ask. Y'all was like, ask, put a poll, do a y'all are not playing. Y'all are up to 73% of y'all said the aunt should have read Jenny and Smith. Okay. I'm going to let it get to 25 and then I'm going to end it. Y'all, the aunt said, I just ain't got this. No. She said, I ain't doing it. I'm not faking. And you know what you can't do? You can't do nothing but respect or hustle. You can't do nothing but respect the aunt's hustle. The aunt said, I ain't got it to do. I ain't going to sit up in here in front. And I don't want you supporting it with your phony self. You couldn't stand her either. The aunt was like, you ain't like her either. Okay, where the pole go? Let me find the pole. Where it go? They got a new system, y'all. And I don't know what the new system doing. I can't even find the poll because I wanted to put the poll in there. And now I don't even know what the poll said. I think it was 73%, something like that, 27%. No, the aunt wasn't right, and 20 to 70, something like that. It was like, there you go. What is wrong with this? YouTube be doing a lot. They be doing a lot. When I say they be doing a lot, they be doing a lot. It's a lot going on. Hold on, let me put the poll in here. Was the aunt right to read Jenny for filth? Yes, at 72% and 28% no out of 25 votes. Thank you, y'all. Y'all must can see it on y'all end because I'm telling you, I could not see it. Oh, it came up in it. Did it come up in there on its own? Look like it came up in there on its own. I'm sorry, Tanya Boo. Anyway, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm gonna tell you right now, I would have been in there, honey, with some popcorn, with some spicy Cajun sauce on it, and something to drink to cool me down, and something else to make me burp and laugh. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, that's the read that I have been waiting on for a long time. Y'all let me know downtown in the replay what y'all think about this. I'm out of here. Love y'all. Bye.